Hello, and welcome to the fifth episode of the Naps podcast, the beta episode, or it's alpha. I don't know. I haven't been here in a long time, so I don't know how things work anymore. I know we've adapted a more free dynamic, but we have pretty amazing things today, I suppose. We have some SimCity, we have some EA, we have some Telltale Games. Whatever. I'm gonna let Johnny take it from now because I know he has a lot to say.
Yeah, we've definitely got a crazy different show, but I think it's going to work good. I'm Astio, by the way.
I'm Alio.
I'm Alurix.
Oh, right, you guys have names.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought about that either, but apparently we have names.
Okay, so I'm
for
short.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
I mean, we could just call you 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I think names will work better.
Okay.
Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4. How many things
Aww.
takes to count to 4?
Fucking fantastic. All right, Johnny, you take it from
Okay.
now. I think you're the first. Or
Yeah. So,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
As can we guess, the SimCity launch has been a complete disaster.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
knew?
everyone on the internet's been talking about that.
Well, okay, hold on. As someone who's not a steamer, at least as much as you guys, fill me in. Like, I know that it's been a
Okay.
train wreck, but
Okay, basically, EA released SimCity with always online DRM. I mean, you have to be online to play the game. And since release, the servers have been overloaded and crashing because of the amount of people trying to play at once.
Yeah. I know I have friends in school who bought the game like just a few days ago, like when it came out, and they only like to play on like single player, but they just can't play because they have to be connected to the server.
What's kind of nice is EA is offering. Well, if you ask for a refund, you can get a full refund for the game, and you're not getting a ban on your Origin accounts for refunding.
that's cool.
Yeah,
There was a
that's
rumor
pretty good.
going around that
That's
people are getting
acceptable.
banned on Origin for asking a refund, but EA came out and said that's not true. They're not banning anyone for asking for refunds because they know the problems that SimCity's having right now. And Amazon actually stopped selling the game. They took it off because of technical issues. They took it off their website, so you can't buy it off Amazon.
I
shit.
haven't been able to verify this, but is it true that some people have been losing their save games already?
Yeah, people have been losing save files because it's been crashing on them.
That's horrible.
You would think it'd be easy for them just to save it to a cloud service. It apparently is saved to a cloud service, but that
I think
means it shouldn't be
they're
lost.
trying to save it to a cloud server, but anytime they try and talk to the cloud to save it, it can't reach it. So
Yeah, that
it
kicks them out. Or
and they
just
don't have any local copies or anything, so it's just you know, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, and actually EA is actually disabling a bunch of shit too in the game. Like they've disabled cheetah mode, which there's 3 modes of the game. There's slow, which is turtle. There's normal, which is a llama, and there's fast, which is cheetah. They've actually disabled cheetah mode because it's crashing and slowing down the servers. Yeah. So I mean, like.
Well, you know that's bad when they can remove features from a game like that because they're causing. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
There's
about
also, what?
about the logging stuff, is there a huge advantage to people with high ping or just really good connection, and difference
There is
to
no
people with really low
I don't
connection?
think people with high ping have
that's-
any kind of advantage.
No. Like your ping doesn't matter at all with it because it's all based on the server side. If
Yeah.
the servers are going down because so many people are trying to log in, you're not going to be able to play it for more than a few minutes without a crash,
So
and then having to wait another 30 minutes just to attempt to log in again. So it's a complete mess.
So since they are disabling cheat mode, does that mean all like the game processing and all like the Sims moving in and all that stuff that is being run on the server end, right?
Yeah, it's all running on server end.
Oh, that seems like it's going to cost a lot of money for them.
Well, wait, repeat your question.
Like all the game mechanics and all the math and computing that goes behind generating all the stuff.
Yeah.
Not the stuff that's drawn on your screen, but all the technical side in the back.
Yeah.
Usually games have that locally on the computer, but I guess in this instance they're doing.
Oh,
it all
you're
on the
talking about
server.
this. No, that's just the speed the game is moving at.
Yeah, but
That's
like
see, it's slowing down the game. Like it's slow for all the different people playing it. It's like because the server side, it's slowing down everything because it's moving like that. That's why they're disabling it for now. Because the servers can't keep up with like all these people running it at cheetah speed because they're going to go fast.
Yeah. I wonder if this game is going to be unpiratable. If EA is finally going to reach their goal of making a game that's impossible to pirate.
Apparently, there was already cracked versions of it. Apparently,
Oh.
from what I've heard. I'm not surprised at all. Apparently,
No,
there's already
yeah, it's
cracked
been like,
versions.
what, 3 days now, and it's already been cracked?
Apparently, it was before the game even came out.
Well,
Well,
perfect.
Yeah, apparently that's what.
I mean,
I'm not 100% sure, but from what I've heard from sources, it's already been cracked. Like last week.
no,
damn.
wow. That's... So I don't know why anybody would like actually go out and buy the game when they could just pirate it, unless they wanted to play with like friends or something.
Yeah.
I hear the online is supposed to be pretty good when it works.
I mean, I've watched, beta videos from it, and it does look kind of fun being able to talk, be able to hang out with your friends while you're playing, and, be like right next door neighbors to them. But the sites in the city are so fucking small.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
the
that's
city,
true.
like, you can max out a city in maybe a couple hours of play, which is not good. If you guys have played any other SimCity games, you know that's not right.
Yeah, no, you should be able to build that thing out for a long time. The
And, like,
maps are
people
so
right
big,
now,
you usually don't even reach the edges.
Yeah, you can fucking fit people have a hard time fitting everything in. Like, I've seen people struggling with space to put all like solar panels in and shit for their main source of electricity. I feel struggling to fit like all of that in, and then they fill up so much space they can't even fit schools and shit in. It's like, there you go.
In this new SimCity, they have what they call regions, right? Where it's like a big like county almost, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like the county is the size of the old SimCity maps, and then now you're going into a smaller version, like a small section of that region,
That's
right?
what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's
kind of a shame.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the reviews from GameSpot because I usually look at the reviews from there, and the user rating is a 4.2 average. Most people are giving it once.
Yeah. See, which is a shame because from what I've seen from beta footage, it is not a bad game. It looks like a great game.
Yeah, it looks really fun actually.
And the only reason that it's having so many problems because it's always online. That's the only reason people are just shitting on it because always online they can't play it. There's nothing.
It'd be a good game if you could play it.
Yeah, if you could actually play it, it'd be great.
I remember seeing a post today online on, I think it was on the SimCity subreddit, where some guy was saying, SimCity has turned into a game of how far can I build the city before EA servers kick me off.
Jeez. Although I would say that the people that are in the SimCity subreddit are kind of hostile, but that's neither here nor there. But...
I mean, can you blame them? Can you blame them?
Yeah, I know. That was about other things, but whatever.
Yeah. You guys have anything else to say with the SimCity stuff?
It's just so ridiculous and annoying. I almost bought the game too, just because like, okay, it's new SimCity, I want this, and I'm really happy I didn't right now. Yeah, Sharfty bought it.
Didn't he pre-order it?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he pre-ordered it and he played the waiting game for a long time.
You know what's great is that the people who pre-ordered the game, you think that they would get first access to it. They if you pre-ordered the game, you didn't have first access to it. You actually, people who bought the game as soon as it went live, were actually getting the servers before people who had pre-ordered it weeks ago did.
That's
damn.
So it's just absolutely 0 point in pre-ordering the game.
That's EA for you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Shark was actually talking about the fact that he was buying SimCity last week. He was saying that he's going to be on it. He's probably busy, sitting around waiting to play.
Well, he's in class.
Yeah. A lot of I've seen that, or at least a few on our games were saying that some websites who had done reviews and had given like 9.5 ratings have gone down to 8.5.
Oh, that
just
was
because
on
of the technical issues, and that's really well justified.
What website did that?
Well, I mean, not even being able to play, that's a pretty big issue. It's horrible.
What website did that where they lowered their rating? Because, I mean, that's not even a real lower. Did you see? I'm trying to remember what website it was, but it said, we lowered our rating from a 9.2 to an 8.0 because of connectivity issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's completely justified due to the fact you can't really not playable.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems fair to me.
What's up?
Seems
Wow,
fair to
Peter,
me to
you
lower
said
your
something.
rating of a game because
Whoa.
of having such issues like this. Seems fair to me.
You
Wait,
have
wait,
an
what?
opinion?
Wait, what's up? Say,
He
Peter.
Seems
says, yeah, he
It
agrees.
seems fair that you could lower the rating because it's having these shitty
Well,
issues.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, though, it's just... I don't know.
It's a shame because the game looks
Yeah.
great, but
Yeah, it's a shame because the game looks
the way
really
they're
hard.
handling it is horrible.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I hope this serves as a lesson to EA. Maybe they'll think this was a really
Lesson,
fucking
EA.
stupid idea. Oh man, Ubisoft is kind of learning from.
Ubisoft. Did you say
They're kinda learning.
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft?
It's
They're kind of
Ubisoft.
learning,
It's like the word
Ubi.
U.
Suck
Ubisoft.
my dick.
Ubi. Yeah, well, Elio has a tendency to mispronounce things like
Yeah,
the
yeah, I've
That
noticed.
list he's got.
Fucking everything. Shut up.
Oh.
But yeah, that's the bullshit. That
Anyway,
is.
do you guys have anything else to say about this SimCity EA? catastrophe?
No.
All right. Well, I found is it okay if I tell the topic now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You can't fucking.
No.
Go
okay,
for
so
it.
just taking-
Shut up.
I'm just doing silence. All right.
Just go
Well,
ahead.
I came across this interesting article this week. It was all to do with a secret internet that people use to do illicit things. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with the Tor network. It's basically this giant peer-to-peer encrypted network where they make it completely anonymous by having you go through like tons of hops before you actually get to your destination.
Yeah.
And on this Tor network, they have all these different websites that give you certain services or products that you can buy. And this article that we have linked gives you a tour of of these illicit websites. They have a website where you can buy all kinds of drugs and have them shipped to you. You can there's a guy who's selling guns for without a license or anything, just like mostly mafia.
Holy shit.
There's someone who will go and steal something from Best Buy for you and then ship it to you for a cheaper price. Yeah,
I can
there's
buy that.
yeah. Yeah, it seems like a pretty interesting model to steal all your products and then sell them to people for cheaper on the internet. Yeah, and there's also some other services where you can buy like counterfeit money for cheaper than it's worth. Like you can buy $100 for $50.
I'm reading this
Wow.
here, and it says in the line, assassins.
Yeah, actually, there's a service where you can pay to have someone like you can hire hitman on these websites for certain amounts of money. Like, and they have different tiers for like.
Well, now I'm
high-
interested. now that we're
Where
doing
do I
contract killer.
request an assassination?
Yeah, you can pay to like have like 25 like 100 for a citizen. If you want like a celebrity, it's like $500,000 or something. If you want like a high level
Damn.
politician, it's like 15 million or something. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Do they
man.
return the money if they fail?
All these fucking drugs.
And what's the guarantee? Do I pay through PayPal? Do I have PayPal protection?
My assassination was not carried out. My hit.
Yeah.
I wish for
Two-
Or the memo of
Tom
the-
Cruise
of
is
the
still
commissary.
walking out there.
Hey man, I like Tom Cruise. He's an actor.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting that this kind of stuff exists. It's almost frightening even.
There's
But,
all these fucking lists of drugs and shit you can buy too. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Illegal
everybody's,
drugs?
Yes.
Like, yes, illegal
There's
drugs.
cannabis, ecstasy,
They have tons of
all
different
kinds
things.
of
there.
shit.
I think they even had Viagra on there, so you could buy illegal Viagra or something.
Illegal. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fine.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty. I thought that was pretty interesting to see.
Wow.
You guys have anything else to add to that?
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I agree. But
I mean, I guess it makes me like just think what the fuck is that? There's so much different shit on there, and there's shit like It says it's a place for drug dealers, assassins, and pedophiles, and that's just fucking sick and scary to think about.
Yeah. I wonder if you could buy a slave from there, like a little.
What kind of fucking question?
What?
You know
What
they
kind
have
of
slaves
fucking
today, right? Like you can buy like slaves from other countries that come and work for you for super cheap.
You can do that?
Yeah, of course.
my god.
You didn't know that?
And we thought that the internet and technology was taking us forwards, but in fact, it's just taking us back.
Well, actually, in today's day and age, there
If
are
you were
more slaves
American-
than there have ever been.
If you were in America right now, you'd be the most racist motherfucker.
No, it's still racist. It's still,
Are you gonna say that I'm racist?
If you were in America, you'd be even more racist. This is just racist. Oh my god.
You know that there are more slaves today than there have ever been in.
I know. I'm just saying. It just said it's so fucking racist. Oh man. Let's
So
go
yeah,
on.
I'm gonna go and try to find myself a slave on the dark
That's
net.
You'll let me know how that goes. I'd be
Yeah.
interested in.
What kind of slave are you looking at? A sex slave? Just want to do
I wonder if I could buy
rituals?
like a Russian wife or something. That'd be nice.
I think
Mail order bride.
Yeah, I'll take a mail
Yeah,
order
mail order
wife.
bride.
I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fucks with it. I fucks with it.
I fucks with it. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm just
So that was
gonna
pretty
bottle of vodka,
amazing.
I'm good with it. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
great. That's kind of great.
All right. Let me get off topic. I thought Johnny, did you say you were gonna be a little bit drinking a little bit tonight?
Oh,
Did that happen or
it's-
did it not?
It's been a long day.
It's
Okay.
been a long
Okay.
day. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Ollie, do you have any
Delicious
any other
alcohol.
gaming news on the?
I don't know if you saw it just popped on the screen, Peter, but it's gone now.
Oh, what was it? Do it again.
No, never mind. It's fine.
Oh man.
Okay.
So wait a second. I'm looking at the
So,
our plans. Can I say something? Are we not going to talk
Go on.
about Tomb Raider today?
We can
That's
talk
what
about
we talk
Tomb Raider.
about.
We can talk
Did
about.
you guys
Tomb
talk
Raider.
about Tomb Raider last week?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't mention.
I have to
Tomb Raider.
say that game looks fucking fantastic.
It looks fantastic. It
Like
looks
it
amazing.
looks really good from what I've seen.
I
of
read
it,
something
and I
about
really
Nvidia
want it.
apologizing today for
Yeah.
some graphical issues because it
Yep.
apparently hasn't been running too well.
Yeah, on
Um,
their video cards. I think they're releasing a patch for it.
Mm,
I know if you change some things, it'll start over and fine anyway. So, I mean,
okay. Okay.
but yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
that.
But yeah, from everything I've seen and just what I've heard, it's a great game. It's doing really well.
Yeah, they really redesigned the character in that one, didn't they?
They did a good job of really just starting anew with Flora.
She
really,
seems
just-
like she seems more gritty. This one, more.
I guess it shows her descent from being from like the Nora we know now, which is a complete badass, to
Yeah.
where she was in the beginning, how she wasn't always like that, and basically
Yeah.
shows her progression.
Yeah.
Over the,
Does she
course
still
of
have
how she
giant
got there.
titties?
Yeah.
This is the important. I need to know this.
The game designers did a very nice job of designing a very nice body across.
That's all I need- that's all I needed to know.
You.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, I mean,
I-
honestly, what other reason is there to play that game?
yeah.
Go ahead, sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I can I say something why I find it so amazing? I mean, it looks like a
go
great
ahead.
game.
Just go ahead and talk about it. Yeah. go
Yeah,
on.
I mean, it looks fantastic, but when I was little, I really didn't own many PC games, but I did play a lot of PC.
Mhm.
And I used to have some Tomb Raider game that I found in a cereal box when cereal boxes had cool things inside of them. And
Oh,
and I mean,
love
it
games
was
with
really,
boxes.
really primitive graphics, and it really, I mean, if you see just how fucking amazing things have gone in the last few years. I mean, I haven't lived
Oh.
that long, and things have drastically changed during time. You know, like
Oh,
graphically
man,
talking, I mean, story-wise, I
The
understand.
Tomb Raider games have actually aged fairly well for when they were made.
So hold on. Short, you were saying that a game you got in a cereal box didn't have good graphics?
I would never guess.
No, that
Yeah.
Chex game was great. You guys remember that? That game was fucking awesome.
Oh,
And I had a Captain Crunch
it was
game too. That was awesome.
it was
yeah,
it was
Captain
like
Crunch,
an
yeah.
actual like one of those AAA titles, but it was just like a demo version. So all you did was walk
Oh.
around like Lara Croft's mansion
I know what you're talking
and
about.
fuck around with the butler guy thing.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. And then I played the PSP
Did it have all
version
those
and all that
boxes
sort of
you
stuff.
like jumped off of to like learn how to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
the game?
exactly.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
no,
Yeah.
but
Um,
let's go back one topic. But this new the new Tomb Raider game, it just like reinvents the character in a way, and really just what's the word I'm looking for? Give
It's
me
a
that
gritty
fucking
reboot.
bug. Yeah, it's a good reboot to the series. It's definitely gonna
Hmm.
bring it new
Yeah.
life, and I've liked what they've done with
I'm
it.
surprised they didn't model it. I'm surprised they didn't model the character after Angelina Jolie again.
I'm happy they didn't.
Hmm.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
I'm wondering if they modeled it after some other actress, and then they're going to get her to play Lara Croft in the next
From now on.
movie.
I
Yeah, or in the next like
I
couple
wasn't a big
movies.
fan of Angelina
The
Jolie.
the voice, I've been looking at some of the videos, and the voice itself is pretty bonerific.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
really?
actually got a really nice voice. Was it
Mhm.
Jennifer Hale voiced her or no? I hope it
Mm,
wasn't.
I don't know.
No, I don't.
I
No,
doubt.
Jennifer Hale doesn't. No. Let me look at
She
that.
voices almost
Maybe
every
I'll just
female
talk
character.
about
Don't say that. She does almost.
Oh, is she the one that
every-
plays like Cortana and all that stuff?
She plays like almost every female character in the industry.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much. Sometimes I'll just be playing a game and I'll just hear carefully and say, "Is that Jennifer Hale?"
She's in a new BioShock game, the chicken in the beginning.
Yeah. Apparently, it's some voice. No, let me see. Let's see.
I don't care if
That's-
as long as it's not Jennifer Hale, I'm fine.
As long as it's not.
Yeah.
It's not 'cause it's a
It's a
British
Christina.
girl thing.
Really?
Nice.
Nice.
Let's see.
Mm.
All right, you guys can keep talking about it. I'll just try to see
Okay.
if I can find
But
it. as soon as
I
I
mean,
can.
I want to get it when I can.
Yeah, you're gonna
Pretty
get.
fucking great.
Have you been playing Dead Space recently, or not at
I
all?
have been playing Dead Space when
that's
I
good.
have time.
Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't hear what you said, but you haven't.
When I have time.
Yeah,
But whatever,
I've been pretty busy.
Oh, so Telltale is aiming for a 2013 release of the Walking Dead Season 2 game, not 2014.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Which
the game?
I'm
Oh.
kind of the game. I'm kind of happy about. It's
Oh,
going for
shit.
Season 2 of the game.
Is there any
'Cause
information
season
about
one-
what's going to happen?
There's no information yet.
Oh
We just have a
god.
release, which is fall 2013. And
Okay.
there's actually going to be filler content in between seasons 1 and 2.
Oh.
To maybe
Like
tell a little bit more
DLC
of what.
stuff? Or?
I think they're gonna edit. I think it's gonna be added on, but I'm not sure yet.
Hmm.
But they didn't say anything about it. They didn't say it's DLC or just added on. But it's just extra content added to the game, just to.
So I guess it's gonna be
help
Clementine
stop
again.
people
I mean, I
wondering.
don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't played the game, but do you know if it's
Don't
gonna be
say
Clementine?
spoilers.
I don't care.
I don't know.
Okay, let's leave
They
it
haven't
at
said
that then.
anything yet. I mean, I would assume it was just so you could see what happens with all of them.
Yeah, I think that would be the most interesting approach.
Because I know they said
Sounds
they were gonna release something now that's in between the games, just like
Yeah.
it's in the works pretty much right now. So,
So it
that'll
doesn't
give us
take
some
a big jump.
closure.
Hmm.
It's gonna give
Yeah.
us some closure.
You
So
know,
that's
Walking
something to
Dead
think about.
is one of those series that happens to be like in every kind of genre. Like they started off as a comic book, now they're a TV show, and they're turning into have a video game now. Like, what haven't they done so far? Like,
A
they've
cereal.
got
Yeah.
interactive.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and what?
I
They haven't made their own
It's
cereal?
just it's
no.
it's
okay.
pretty Walking Dead's
Bad joke.
but it's pretty
Bad.
smart. I mean, when you have this level of popularity, you got to take advantage of it and try to expand to all the media that
And the thing is,
could that is
all
possible.
three are great.
Yeah,
The comics
they
are good,
haven't
the
failed
TV
at
show is
all.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
The game, and I've heard some pretty good things about the new game, the FPS coming out from Activision.
Yeah.
I've heard some pretty good things about that game so far. It seems like it's sounding alright. So I mean, overall, The Walking Dead is a big fucking hit and a success.
That's true.
Definitely very
a true
cool.
blockbuster in many senses of the word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, is there some other platform that they haven't, or medium that they haven't tackled yet?
They have all the mediums done.
Cell phone games. I don't know.
There's
iOS.
there's
They
a
already have done
there's
that.
a Facebook game
Oh, have they?
for it.
There's
a Facebook
an
game.
iOS game.
Yeah, there is an iOS game too.
Oh, they just have the Walking Dead game on iOS, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. So they have that.
No, I think they have two. Yeah, they have The Walking Dead that's on the PC and the consoles, and then there's another one, I believe.
It's just it's taken a little market by storm, I guess you can say.
Yeah. They're just,
Awesome.
I don't want to use the word milking it, but they are taking advantage of the.
I mean, they're not going to Angry Birds. They're not
Let me,
Well,
No, that's exactly
There's
the
a
approach that I don't
difference.
want.
No, here's the thing. There's a difference between milking and using just
Growing.
putting something out there to not appease, but appeal.
appeal to their audience, right?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
difference between milking and actually doing stuff that people want. Here's the
Yeah.
thing: if they were milking it, then you'd get half-assed
It's like you said.
everything. Everything
Yeah.
would be half-assed. But right now, we're getting great games, we're getting a great television show, and the comic book is great too, which comic book started.
And Walking
And
Dead.
they're
I
all
mean, milking
great.
it.
They're not
milking
milking
it-
the series.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But as Peter said, the the famous Angry Birds approach, in which they had like
Yeah.
plush dolls and fucking iPhone cases and all that sort of stuff, which is
They have
that
everything.
is the very definition of milking it. So I think it's just
Literally
intelligently
everything.
taking advantage. Yep.
I can walk into Target.
shirts,
Sure.
water bottles, socks, slippers,
Yep.
Yeah, I
whatever.
can see all
I
of
mean,
that.
as someone, who,
in
as
Jordan's-
someone who works with kids, it's amazing. Like, any item you can think of a kid owning, they have an Angry Birds version of.
I went to the 7-Eleven by my house actually recently, and they have a whole shelf lined with the Star Wars candy, the Star Wars Angry Bird candies.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen that
and
a
then
lot.
they have
yeah.
like these little plush toys too and shit and all this. I'm like, wow,
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Fascinating.
wow, pretty shitty. And like Peter and like Lorix was saying, they have like all the shirts and socks and shit. You can see that going into Target or someplace. You see all that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, God,
Big fat guy with a green pig on his chest.
yeah, that guy.
That guy.
Don't
Never
be that guy.
guy. Yeah,
Don't be
that
guy.
Yeah,
Don't wear Angry Birds clothing. Don't. Don't.
If you're
I wonder
over
if
the
they
age of
have
5,
Angry
don't.
Birds headphones.
Probably. Yeah, I think I may have
Listen to
seen
Angry
some.
Birds headphones.
If you're over
Or
the age
braces.
of 13.
Oh, bandages.
No.
Like,
I'm
band-aids.
sure they have them.
Condoms.
I know they have them.
Condoms.
I really wouldn't be surprised.
I'd use them.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else had made. Like, tell me you wouldn't want to, like, with the big blackbird on it, like on your.
And then as you're
The
done,
bomb.
you make that little noise that they make.
It makes an explosion noise when you enter.
What do you?
Tell me you
do you
wouldn't
guys
buy
know?
that.
Do you guys know the little bluebirds that when you click the screen they just spread into different bluebirds?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. So yeah, that's a thing. So Astio, anything you might want to talk about next?
well, I don't know. There's a bunch of things going on in science.
Whoa, let's hear about them.
What?
All right. Well,
Science,
these,
bitch.
I got 2 articles to talk about. The first one is about this experiment where what they did was they took some human brain cells and then put them inside the mind of a mouse.
But
Little mice.
what do you mean put them inside?
Like they
They
injected
are-
them into their brains, like into
Yeah.
the brain tissue. And they didn't just take neurons; they took like these other cells that kind of go like around the neurons in a brain, and they just put them into the mice's brain, and they found out that the mice became smarter. They were like better at all these different exercises, mental exercises. They were go
Really?
through mazes faster. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And that was pretty interesting because for like people don't really know that much about the brain just yet. So a lot of this research is coming out, and for the longest time, people thought that neurons were in charge of everything, like your intelligence, the way you perceive things, and everything else was just kind of like a glue for the rest of it. But now they're starting to realize that the other aspects of the other cells inside the brain actually affect your intelligence as well. So now that they can, what am I trying to say? They're learning more about the brain and seeing how they could kind of like the differences between the regular rats or the mice and the human cells, that they can see how to make nourish humans' brains to be smarter and stuff.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Have they just done it with that with mice, or is there any other animals they've done it with?
I think they've just done it with mice so far. I'm not 100% sure.
That's wild, man. It just
Yeah, well, the most of the research that people do scientific is on mice because they're
to start out with, just
because they're easy to breed, they're plentiful, and
they grow fast.
and their genetic makeup is pretty similar to humans, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Even though we're completely different things.
You know what I can only imagine? If they were to do an experiment like that, except do it with like chimpanzees.
Yeah, that would be interesting. See if they could get it.
They already have an extremely high intelligence level as it is, and imagine
that's true.
injecting some of our brain cells with theirs. That could be pretty interesting.
Or if they could just
What?
Or if they could study the brains of these different animals and like different smartness levels, like the mind of a dolphin compared to the mind of like a possum or something, and compare their like what those cells look like and see how they're different, and maybe the progression, like maybe human brains are super long or something, like these cells are super long, and then the possums are really short, and then the dolphins have one in between, then they can kind of get that correlation between the two.
The brain is a really interesting field of study because there's just so much that's just out there about it. It's so hard to figure out what's what.
The brain, it's a really big place in a really small space.
There you go.
Yeah. All I can really think of right now is Pinky and the Brain.
Oh god.
What are we going to do tonight? The same thing we do
every night, Pinky. Time to take over the world.
Man, I'd love to see the same. Well, I don't know. You guys are not going to get this, but in Mass Effect 3, there's this supposed species. Yeah, there's this supposed species that is woken up after hundreds of years, and when he's woken up, he realizes that he's living in a world where all the primitive creatures of his time are now like really high cognitive creatures, and they're really overtaking the universe. So I mean, it's pretty fucking cool to. I mean, I know it's fucking not gonna happen, but
is that
just smarter animals to live with.
I mean, I definitely think though, just how we test on animals, that we're definitely gonna see smarter ones in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's.
Do you think the way we interact with these smarter animals is going to be different, or the way we interact with them might make them smarter?
I think it will. I think definitely you're gonna see. I think you're really gonna see over the course of time, because this is a really long ways off. Like I'm talking about after our grandchildren's grandchildren's are gone and shit. But just see more of like monkeys and just chimps show more humanistic traits.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
And other animals as well.
I think dogs will come really close because they already have a really big understanding of human culture and so the way humans interact with each other.
Well, I mean, dogs have kind of been genetically bred over the thousands of years to serve humans, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, dogs are always going to be like a part of our culture. Our culture, and whether we go back to being primitive somehow, dogs are still going to be there as companions, or even in the future, dogs are still going to be companions in one way or another.
Yeah.
And I think that you'll see maybe other species take on another animal like this.
Yeah.
Oh, you think another like whales might take over dolphins or something like that.
Well, dolphins are one of the smartest creatures in the ocean, so I don't think
definitely they
they'll
are.
take it over. But
I'm just saying that as an example.
maybe
like, I know that
herding,
code.
like whales herding, like fish.
Oh, like
maybe
maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that'd be
something
interesting.
like that. Or I don't know. Go back to the monkeys. Maybe see monkeys possibly herding animals in some way.
Yeah. I remember reading an article. I think it was this week or last week. I should have added to the show notes, but this one scientist or someone who's really big involved in the internet, he was suggesting that in the future we might have new kind of interfaces that animals can really use, and they will be participating on the internet like humans are.
Yeah.
And like that was a really interesting thing to kind of say, because I know we were talking about dolphins, and there's some scientists in Japan that are trying to develop a device that simulates the way that dolphins communicate, so that they could like speak with dolphins in their native tongue. Using this machine, and kind of learn their speech patterns and talk to them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I can get behind that.
The dolphins are really kind of human-like. They some scientists have even suggested that we start considering dolphins non-human persons.
Yeah.
That we give them this kind of status.
They have sex for fun.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah, they rape people.
Yeah, they do.
If you didn't know that, stay out of the ocean. Get raped by a dolphin. It's true. You're laughing, it's true.
That's what makes it funny, man.
They will literally rape you.
Yeah. Dolphins actually also give each other names. Like, they'll name their dolphins. Kind of like humans give each other names.
Cool.
Yeah, they and they'll even talk about a dolphin when the dolphin's not around. They'll be like, "Oh, hey, you remember that flippy that guy?"
No, they shit talk about people.
Always waving his flippers. Who do you think he is?
It looks like a motherfucker trying to act all cool and waving his flippers and shit.
Fucking
like he
cocky.
owns the fucking ocean.
Gorgeous man, I'm gonna go whip my tail. Just watch.
I wish I could hear what dolphins talked about, man. It's probably some great stuff.
Yo, man, you don't want to go into that zoo. They make you do tricks and shit and tiny little plays. It's horrible.
Man, that's fucking
stuff that I brought to Symposium Group.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think I have one other. We got kind of sidetracked, but we have one other article here.
Yeah.
Where these scientists have created these nanoparticles that are infused with a toxin from bee poison that what does it do? It kills HIV, the virus that causes HIV, and it's pretty cool because they're making like this like smear that you could rub on certain areas so that when you're having intercourse, the HIV doesn't get transferred, it gets killed in this in between.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty cool.
It seems like a lot of people are really starting to make fronts on HIV stuff.
Yeah.
Like earlier this week, there was another story about a man who cured an infant, a baby that was just born, a newborn.
Yeah. That was a huge news.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it was born
But
like
of course there was
it's cured of it.
Yeah.
That is
There was some
fucking amazing.
controversy on it, though, because they're
Really?
not sure if maybe the first test that they did to see if the baby actually did have HIV was accurate or not. And there's no way to go back and retest it because, the baby doesn't have HIV now, so there's no way to retest it.
Well, can I just look at past medical records?
The baby just was born, so it doesn't have any past.
Well, I mean, it's gonna have birth records. It's gonna have birth records.
Right. I'm saying, like, at birth they did a test. They found it positive for HIV, and then they pumped this baby full of drugs, and that managed to cure it.
I think it like they would have possibly, I don't know, I haven't read the news exactly. I just knew that it happened, but they probably did more than one test. I mean, you can't really say.
Maybe they maybe he
it's
decided,
fucking TV.
maybe they only had time for one test, and then he made the decision to do so.
Yeah.
Or maybe
It
this
could be
is
very possible.
maybe he didn't have HIV. They just made it up.
Maybe he was just trying to take credit. Now that I think about it, we probably should put this story into the news rather than... Oh well.
Fucking edit this out.
Well, from my understanding, based on what I read on Reddit, this is really sort of an unrealistic method for treating. I'll just read the quote. The treatment would not work in older children or adults because this virus will have already infected their CD4 cells, and prevention really is the best cure, and we already have proven strategies that can prevent 98% of newborn infections. So it's really kind of like a special case thing that really only works if everything else they've tried has failed, and really only works in very newborn babies.
Yeah.
Because the virus hasn't progressed past a certain stage.
It's just all about timing then.
Yeah.
So it's something. It's not something to get like. It's something to be excited about because it's important, but it's not.
Strides.
It's not like, well, we haven't cured HIV. Like, it's important to keep it in perspective, like what it actually means versus what a headline can tell you. Obviously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. You can't just go jump saying, oh yeah, that's we cured it. No, it's not cure. We're just it's. They cured it from
a small child. It is a small step.
It's still a major step.
No, you're right.
Maybe a better understanding about how HIV actually works and how it infects the body.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that info, Lurks. Glad you popped that
I contributed once or twice tonight.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
But it's. I mean, so this the bee venom thing for curing. Is that like how well is that working?
Oh, like, I have no idea. I think that's just
humans, or is it?
I think that's to prevent infection of HIV. Like, I don't think that'll go into your bloodstream and manage to kill it there. Maybe not yet, but like from what I saw, it was a smear that you rub on on certain parts of your body, and then when you're doing the nasty, it kills it before it can actually get in the body.
So what you're saying is that when I go to a bar to pick up women, I should carry around a thing of this. Whenever I release it, I should carry around this. Jar
no, just carry around like a thing of bees, just like
Okay.
A beehive.
Okay, beehive. Okay.
Yeah, and then like before you're gonna go to get down on her, just be like, hey, hold on a second, and then you just pull out one of your bees and just rub it all over her.
Would I rub it on myself as well?
From what I read in the article, it's applied on the females.
Okay, so I'll let her know that I'm going to be rubbing bees on her private parts before I tackle that shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't let her know.
You should actually open up with that. Be like, hey, you like bee venom in your pussy?
I don't see how that could not work.
I got bees. You want to do the nasty?
Don't worry, baby. I brought bees. We're good.
I brought some bees.
Did you bring protection? Yeah, I got a jar of bees right here.
I got protection right here. Good. So these guys, we don't need condoms anymore. Just some bee venom.
Yeah. Another use of the magical animals of bees.
Fun fact: apparently, if bees were wiped out from the planet, we would all die.
Yeah, that is very true. Fact. They pollinate like all the flowers, pretty much, and all our crops. I know a lot of farmers that just have like a beehive sitting there just so they can pollinate their crops.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. If you ever want to get rid of one thing from the world, make sure it's not bees.
Yeah. If anything, it should be humans or AIDS.
Wait
or something like that. But then again, AIDS is probably the cure for humans.
Yeah.
Get rid of your human problem? Unleash AIDS!
AIDS!
Alright, well, that's about everything I had to say. You guys have anything you want to add?
I would like to add.
We've been going.
What do you want to say?
You guys made fun of me. Short, you'll like this. You guys made fun of me for loving Boggle so much last time we had this conversation.
Yeah.
Boggle actually won me a drink last night. I was playing trivia, and one of the questions was, the popular cell phone game Ruzzle is a
I could have answered that.
Of what popular board game type thing. And I was like, Boggle! And I got a free drink. You can make fun of me all you want, but I got screw you guys. I feel like we should end every week on a Boggle related note.
We're not done yet.
Anytime you're on the show, you can talk about Boggle.
Okay.
So tell
Next
me,
time,
what's your Boggle
just
word
say
of
something
the day?
Boggle
say
word
something
of the
you
day?
did. Peter, next time just say something you did that got you a girl or something, but not a drink.
Actually, you will find this interesting. Do any of you guys
Hey,
read
a drink is
Cracked.com?
pretty good.
Yeah, sorry, correct.
Do you know Michael Swaim on Cracked?
Yes. No way. I think.
Just go.
Let me just.
I'm currently playing Scramble with Friends, Boggle with Michael Swaim.
Ooh.
Oh,
Get on my level.
Damn,
Pretty much.
like, you're like
I've hit the big time.
Michael-
You guys
Michael
might
what?
need to-
So,
Michael
Swaim?
Swaim.
SWAM.
SWAM.
Oh yeah.
you're
so you're
practically
pretty much
best friends
A-lister
now.
now, right?
Yeah, we're pretty. I think Crack is gonna hire me.
Oh,
They're a Boggle expert.
So wow, see what being on this podcast has did for you? It's made you that much fucking popular.
Yeah,
I got
you know, I'm
noticed.
sure
I
if
got
you weren't
noticed.
on this show,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have even bothered with you. Really.
Yep.
He would have just been like, "What?"
Exactly.
Talent like me doesn't stick around very long.
Yeah, as soon as we put him on the
Why you're
spotlight, he gets
even
taken
still
away by
here
someone better. I can't
beyond
believe
me.
this.
Why you're still here is beyond me.
Me and my 4
Remember-
comments per show. I really steal the spotlight.
Well, I mean, I sort of say that last week I talked about EA microtransactions, and now they've come out to say that they won't be having microtransactions in all their games, just mobile.
Really?
Oh.
Okay. So
They-
it's just gonna be the mobile games. So do you think that
Apparently.
their last time that they
No, not just mobile games. They said just when they said all games, they meant all their mobile games and not all their other games. So there's gonna be a lot of microtransactions.
Yeah, that's not that bad, I guess. It's just
Yeah, but
misinterpreted.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Good to know.
Dead Space 4, the rumors about it dead are not true. EA. has
You wrote
out
Dead
and
Space
said-
3.
I know.
Oh.
You said Dead Space 4 though.
Yeah.
I meant that's like God fucking
This is
damn it.
incredibly
It
contradicting.
Dead Space 3 and Dead Space
ah,
4.
Can we
Come on.
just,
Shut
can we
the
just
fuck
forget
up.
about this? It doesn't make sense.
The rumors
Dead
around
Space
Dead Space
4.
4 are not true.
Noted.
Okay,
Well,
EA
why would they have
Derek.
rumors about Dead Space 4? Dead Space 3 just fucking came out.
Okay,
Shut the fuck up, Short.
people
dude.
have claimed that Dead Space 4 is never going to happen. It's going to be dead in the water. This franchise is dead because they haven't sold enough copies of Dead Space 3. EA has come out and said that they have not released sales figures for Dead Space 3 yet, but they are very proud of the Dead Space franchise. Which
Yeah.
means if they were to come out and just say that, that means they're not going to let it die.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
is
I
what I'm
would
trying to
s-
say.
I would assume
that-
that there's going to be another Dead Space.
Yeah, well, it's them to
Yeah, I
assume
think-
that.
I
there's
think
gonna
the
be a
next
Dead Space.
the next thing is going to be Just Dance Dead Space Edition.
Yeah, you
or
have
something
the
like
monsters.
I would buy
Just
Yeah,
Dance,
yeah.
Angry Birds.
Just Dance Connect Angry Birds Edition.
Well, that's
For the Wii
confusing
U.
because I don't know if it's an Angry Birds game themed like Dead Space or a Dead Space game themed like Angry Birds.
Why not both?
They'll
Well,
release one of each. They'll do
You
one
can't be
or the
both.
other.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay, this is going to shit.
Okay.
This,
Alright, so you
Alright.
guys, well, hey, we have a subreddit, our reddit.com/r/NAPS podcast.
podcast.
We have a YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and watch every single video. And thanks for
Subscribe.
watching, everybody.
Subscribe, comment, like, favorite, all that shit. We love you.
If you have a tweeter, do one of those. I don't know how
Yeah,
it works, but
We'll
do it.
do the twatters.
I don't have
One
one
of
of
them
those, but if you
tweets.
have it, do it.
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
the Twitter for the podcast because Twitter and the twatter.
Perfect.
End it. End
Perfect.
this.
Yeah.
This has gotten so embarrassing.
If we get 2 followers for the next episode, I'm gonna be the president of Uganda. And
Hey, no,
And
sure.
Governor
Doesn't
of
Venezuela
Nairobi.
have a new president? You could be him now. Now that what's his name is dead.
You could take his place. He's gonna die.
Sure. Is everyone in your country
Sure.
sad because Hugo Chavez died?
you're on the streets, like they were
Let's
blocking
end
traffic.
this. Bye.
Is it like when Gandhi died?
Bye.
That big fucking